Run away, run away, run away. I'm holding on desperately. Run away, run away, run away, run away. I'm holding on. When it's all said and done, everybody dies. In this life ain't no happy endings. Only pure beginnings, followed by years of sinning and fake repentance. The preachers say that we were made in image of love.
What's up? Run away. That's what I wanted to do, man. It's been hard for me. The last couple of months have just been like draining, man. I don't want to do shit. And it's just like I've been, stuck in my feelings, It's just like you get this overwhelming sense of, for me, depression. And it was like paralyzing. I didn't want to do shit. I didn't want to, it was like, fuck my diet. I don't care. I'm just whatever. I'm going to have some drinks. I don't care. And you start creating bad habits and just doing stuff not to better yourself and, just wasting time. Time is the most precious thing we have, and you need to make the most of it, especially us, man. So I've been just in a slump lately. But you know what? I'm coming out of that shit. And so are you. It happens. Guess what? I hit rock bottom, man. And it takes sometimes you to be under high pressure, high stress for you to grow. You hit a wall, just like the lobster. I don't know who said it, but somebody, gave the analogy of the lobster. In order for the lobster to grow, he has to be uncomfortable in his shell. And when he grows to the point where he's uncomfortable, he goes under a rock, sheds his shell, and then he starts to create a new shell. And then he gets uncomfortable in that one, and then he gets another one. So the point is you have to be uncomfortable sometimes to grow, in order to grow. And I think that's where I was, where it was just like unbearable. And it's like you come to a place and you're like, is this going to be the life for me? Am I just going to feel sorry for myself and just have a fuck it attitude and say, you know what? I don't care anymore. This is my life. MS, go ahead. And I'm just going to be paralyzed and crippled my whole life. And I had to think about that, and I'm like, fuck you, MS. Fuck you. You're not going to take over my life. You're not going to take over my tribe's life. We have a lot to live for. But you have to be focused, and you have to get into that mind frame where it's not going to be easy. Success is not a destination. It's not like, oh, if I do this, or one day success is going to come and all this is going to be gone and I'm going to be healthy. No, you got to work at that shit. And that's what I wasn't doing. I'm like, well, I'll just rely. I got healthy doing work and eating right, not drinking, not smoking, cigarettes, and taking care of myself. But then, I don't know, there was a point where it just was like, fuck it. And then you rely on medication, which I preach. And now I guess it's like, well, I just needed to see it firsthand. But it's like you start to rely on medication, and that's what they want you. Rely on this medication to walk better. This Lyrica for your nerves, or this gabapentin to help you walk better. Rely on this oxybutynin so now you don't piss on yourself. And so you become complacent and you depend and you rely on their shit, and that's where they want you. Ha ha, gotcha, bitch. And that's what they're saying. Ha ha, gotcha. But no, fuck you, man. Fuck MS. Fuck the medical industry. It's like you got to do work. All successful people, they hustle. They grind. And the reason they're successful is they do shit that we don't want to do. They get uncomfortable, but they push. And that's what we need to do. We need to continue to push. Every day. Get focused. and keep your eye on the prize. Know why you're doing this. I started writing down a list for myself, and I said, number one, what is required of me? So I said, well, what is required of me for my health, for my family, my job, my wife, my kids? And I'm writing them down in detail. And I want to spend my time correctly. Because a lot of times you just find yourself just bullshitting. And that's fine. I'm not saying don't bullshit. Don't spend time just doing nothing, because you need that. But when you were like me and just letting life happen, fuck, man. You can't do that. You can't let life happen. You have to take control of your life and make the shit happen. Make yourself better. If you give a slab of marble to just a general person, any old person, guess what? It's just a slab of marble. But if you put it in the right hands of the person who's a sculptor, he looks at that shit and he sees, oh my God, okay, this is what I can do. And he comes out with the masterpiece. And that's what we have to do. Look at our life, plan our life, and say, okay, this is where I want my life to be. I see myself, and I tell you, positivity, think it into existence. No, hey, this is where I want to be. So what are the steps? Work backwards now. What are the steps that I need to take to be where I want to be? Sure, it's not going to be easy. Sure, there's going to be times where I'm like, fuck, I don't want to get up. I don't want to do it, but fuck. If you want to be successful, if you want to heal, we got to do it. I keep telling myself, oh, I need to work out, and I want to be muscular. Because to me, I feel like I'm skinny. I know I have some people tell me I have a distorted view of myself. But to me, I feel like skinny, man. And I feel like I'm puro hueso, like I'm total bone, you know what I mean? So I tell myself, hey, well, what are you going to do about it, bro? Are you just going to keep fucking talking about it every day? Or are you going to do something about it? So, I mean, it's small, but I just need to I need consistency. Because I'll get motivated, and then one day I was just like, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do it. But you have to. So I forced myself last night to do 100 push-ups. Because I feel better about that, because I was like, well, it's late. I'm not going to go to the gym. But at least I can do 100 push-ups. So that's what I did. I did 100 this morning. We'll see how it goes, but I gotta keep pushing myself. I gotta keep pushing. 'Cause that's the only way, guys. That's the only way we're gonna do this. Let's motivate each other. Let's be there to pick each other up. I appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all the support. I really do. And I'm just, I've just been going through it, and I just haven't really felt like doing shit. So that's why I haven't been around, To one of my followers, I don't have her name, but she's been hitting me up, and I apologize to you. You've been asking me about Ocrevus because your doctor gave you some information. So did mine, right here. Right, I got this pamphlet. And to be honest, I haven't even read it, but I heard one of the side effects is like cancer. So, I will make a blog, I guess, specifically about this, but it's scary, it's scary because it's just like, what do you do? And that was her question. Well, what do I do? Do I get on this medication, or do I just try the natural route? And honestly, you have to do what's right for you, I guess. I know you have to do what's right for you. Whatever you think's gonna be the right option for you at the time. If you decide to take this, which I've had conversations with other people, and I'm on medication too. I told you I'm on a Baggio. But you have to work on weaning yourself off. And you do that by taking steps every day, one foot in front of the other, crawl, walk, run. Okay? Got to get the fundamentals down, get consistent, and I'm talking to my fucking self here, and do it. Because if you say you want to do something, then take steps to do it, and that's what I haven't been doing. Because I've been just in a slump. But I say that to say, if you're going to take this, just have an end goal in mind and know, okay, I'm going to take this, but because I think it's good for 6 months. So they say, you get an infusion twice a year, once every 6 months. So tell yourself and write down a goal for yourself. Okay, I'm going to take this But in 6 months, my goal is to get off and wean myself from this. That's a good goal, I think. Or if you're not going to take it, write down a plan and the steps on what you're going to do to heal yourself. Whether that's, and you have to have, beyond that, you have to have the spiritual aspect. You have to. And that's what I'm lacking. And you have to. I don't go to church, but you have to have, if you go to church, go to church. If you're Buddhist, go to temple. If you just meditate or, listen to spiritual shit, listen to spiritual shit. But you gotta constantly be feeding yourself, because we can't go about it alone. You need support, and positive support. Be an eagle. An eagle is a leader. An eagle sees above the bullshit and is driven. Be an eagle. I have a support group, and they're called ants. And you can be like an ant too. And I like this analogy. What do ants do? When they have an obstacle in front of them, they don't let it stop them. They go over it, they go around it, or whatever, but they don't let it stop them. They keep moving. And know that it's today. You have to set up your today for tomorrow, because tomorrow's not even here. And yesterday doesn't matter because it's in the past. So all we have is today, the present moment, mindfulness. All we have is today. So what are we doing today to set up tomorrow? And that's how we have to look at it. And that's that's how I'm looking at it now. What am I going to do today to set up my tomorrow? Because today is all we have. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. I really do. Seriously, it means a lot. And your support is what's getting me through. It really is. And I tell you guys this. I appreciate you. Keep your head up. If you're down, just know transformation is coming. And it is. You just have to dig deep and know that you can do it. And someone else has been through it and going through it. Me. You're not alone. There is hope, and you are going to heal. Tell yourself that every day, and take today. Do today. Set up your today for tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love. And I'm out this bitch. Peace out.